You're listening to Teracota Chronicles, where broken pieces find their way back to wholeness.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a full 2 weeks, and I want to catch you up properly. So, what's happened? My youngest is a rising junior in college. He came home just in time for Mother's Day to wow his mother. He took me out dolphin watching, and I thought, oh, how unique. It was so much fun, and I was so grateful that you know what? He paid attention to me. He understands that I like adventurous but safe things to do. And I do enjoy water and boats. So, he got it right. He really did. We didn't see any dolphins, but we enjoyed the Atlantic Ocean, just being out there sailing. That was a nice event. And then we went to dinner along with my eldest son and his fiance and her family as well. It was very nice. And how I started my new job the next day. I used to travel for work. So I kind of would go other places and work for an extended amount of time and then come home and hang out at home for a little bit and then go back to work. But I have now pretty much just retired that type of lifestyle. I've found an opportunity closer to home that I like. I hate to talk about it too soon, but I'm very pleased with the decision that I've made for myself. And I love just coming home at the end of the workday. In the climax of the entire week, my eldest son got married to his college sweetheart, and it was a beautiful ceremony. And you know what? I was standing there watching him make this commitment that he had always planned to make since the day they met in college 7 years ago. And I was not worried because I watched him over time loving her well. I watched him wait until he understood how to manage his own life after graduating college. He began his job working as a manager and organizing his finances and becoming the kind of man that would lead a woman in his life to safety. It just pleased me to know and to watch him become someone that she could rest safely with. And standing there watching him, I realized this. I paid a price for him to become that kind of man. Now, I'm not bragging because it hurt. I paid a price. And this might sound too deep, right? But I understand something now. She will help usher in the next generation of this family. And if my suffering helped break patterns so that my grandchildren may now never have to carry, then it was worth it. It was worth it. And maybe that's why the next part of my story matters so much. Because what I've been sharing here are not theories, they're the truths that I paid for. Now, I know that I'm still growing. I know this much for certain. I'm not saying I've got it. I understand everything and I'm bringing you this because I feel like I'm better than you are. No, I'm bringing this to you because I've messed up so much. I've gone the opposite direction of the way that I should have gone so many times that I've gone around, in circles enough to know the difference now. And I cannot return to unconscious living. And I know this about me. I just cannot do it because I live from awareness now. But before gaining this awareness, for most of my life, I loved people for who they could become while abandoning myself in the process. And my children, honestly, while I was living through it, I didn't think I understood what they were learning from me. Mm-mm. I thought they were simply living and surviving alongside me. But now, standing here years later, watching them thrive, I realized something deeper. My openness taught them. My failures, I didn't hide. It taught them. My healing, they saw me cry. It taught them. My honesty, I messed up. I just want to tell you all that I messed up. It taught them. I didn't lie to my children. I just lived openly in front of them. And now my son has brought me a daughter in love, one that I am genuinely fond of. And I'm also pleased to be her bonus mama. For now, she's my only girl. And my advice was simple to them. Before going into this, you have to ask yourself honestly, can I genuinely accept this person as they are today? Not who I hope they'll eventually become, but as they are. And always remember, who you are in dating is who you will be in marriage. How you are in dating is how you will be in marriage. Because marriage rarely creates an entirely different relationship. More often, it magnifies the one you already have. So pay attention to how you're functioning now together, how you communicate, how you disagree, how you repair, how you live. Because those same patterns often follow you into the marriage stage of your life. That was it. That was all I had to offer them. And I honestly believe it's going to take them a long way. That message is going to take them a long way. And I have to say this because it makes me so proud. Standing among them were marriages that had lasted between the two of them almost 75 years. We had her parents who had been living and married for 25 years. First marriage, only marriage. Beautiful. And then we had my parents, my dad, my biological father, who I learned of most recently in the last 6 years of my life. And I told you I'll tell you that story in upcoming episodes. But he and his lovely wife, my bonus mother, stepmom, were there, and they had been 50 plus years. So, and still happily married in their, mid to late 70s. These two are just a joy to watch, to see how she really does love my father and she looks out for him. It's just so beautiful to watch. It's such a beautiful witness. And yeah. So watching my son and my daughter be surrounded by all of this longevity of love it just made my heart leap. It made my heart leap. So yeah, God bless this union.
You've been listening to Teracota Chronicles, and if something in my story resonated with you, if it mirrored your life, your questions, or your own awakening, I hope it reminds you you are not alone. I'm not here to perform or present a polished version of myself. What I'm offering is honesty. And if you choose to stay with me, this story is still unfolding. I'll return with the next part. Be open, be well, and be at peace until we meet again.